second Smitty started talking about Lynette's disappearance, I felt that horrible pit in my stomach. You know that feeling when you're sitting there with snacks in your lap, halfway scrolling your phone, and then suddenly the entire vibe of the episode changes and you sit straight up like, oh no, oh no. Yeah, that was me the whole time. And the worst part? I think Smitty is right. Lynette did not disappear willingly. I don't care what anyone says anymore. At first, even I thought maybe she ran. Honestly, it made sense. The woman had enemies everywhere. She scammed Leah out of a massive amount of money. She stirred up chaos. She made accusations against Tomas. The pressure around her was insane. So when Tomas originally believed she vanished to save herself, I understood it. I really did. But then Smitty started connecting the dots and suddenly everything felt darker. Way darker. Because this isn't giving woman on the run anymore. This is giving someone made her disappear. And the second Smitty brought up Leah and Plasma, I literally paused the episode and just stared at the wall for a second because, oh my God, it makes too much sense. Too much. Leah has been acting way too calm. That's what scares me the most. She walks around with that controlled expression, speaking softly, pretending she's above the drama while absolute insanity explodes around her. Those are always the dangerous ones in this show. Always. The people screaming and threatening everyone openly. Sometimes they're distractions, but the quiet ones, the ones smiling while everyone else panics, terrifying. And Smitty finally sees it. The moment he realizes Leah isn't just some angry victim, but potentially someone with real power through Plasma, I swear the energy of the episode shifted completely. Because now we're not talking about personal revenge anymore. We're talking about organized intimidation, surveillance, manipulation, maybe even murder. And I know some people are still saying, well, maybe Leah just wanted her money back. No, I'm sorry. No, this feels deeper than that now. Leah was humiliated. That's the key. Lynette didn't just steal from her. She embarrassed her publicly. And then somehow the accusations against Lynette get dropped in this weird, suspicious way. You're telling me Leah just accepted that and moved on peacefully? Absolutely not. That woman has been simmering underneath the surface this entire time. I can practically picture it already. Leah quietly ordering someone from Plasma to follow Lynette, watching her movements, waiting for the right moment. It's chilling. And meanwhile, Tomas is over here, finally starting to realize something isn't adding up. Honestly, about time. But I also feel bad for him because you can see his brain trying to process the possibility that the accusations Lynette made against him may have been connected to Haley somehow. He wants the answer to be simple so badly. He wants to believe this was all manipulation from Lynette alone. But I think he's wrong too. I think Haley is tangled in this mess way more deeply than she realizes. And listen, this is where I started yelling at my TV like an actual maniac. Because what if Haley and Lynette were working together at one point? Think about it. It would explain so much. Maybe they had some kind of arrangement. Maybe Haley needed something done quietly and Lynette was willing to help until things spiraled out of control. And then when the heat started coming down, Haley panicked and betrayed her to protect herself. Honestly, that would be such a beyond the gates move. Alliances in the show never last. Ever. People smile in each other's faces and then stab each other in the back 5 minutes later over coffee and pastries like it's nothing. And if Haley did betray Lynette, then Haley should be terrified right now. Because people who know too much in this show never stay safe for long. That's why I don't think Lynette is dead. Not yet. And weirdly, that possibility scares me even more. Because there were moments during this episode where I genuinely started imagining Lynette trapped somewhere, hidden, locked away, maybe drugged, maybe threatened into silence. God, the thought of that made me sick. Especially because the show kept dropping these subtle little hints that someone is trying desperately to communicate. I swear, if we get a scene soon where Lynette secretly leaves some tiny clue, like scratching a message somewhere or trying to signal for help through a phone call, nobody notices, I will lose it. And the heartbreaking part? I think Smitty will be the only one smart enough to recognize it. That's what makes his storyline so compelling right now. He's not acting like some polished detective. He's messy, emotional, obsessed. He's running on instinct and paranoia and fear. But sometimes those are exactly the people who uncover the truth because they refuse to let things go, even when they should, especially when they should. And that is why I'm terrified for him. Because the closer Smitty gets to the truth, the more doomed he feels. You can already see the danger circling him. Joey creeping around, acting suspicious as hell. The weird tension every time Smitty asks too many questions. The feeling that somebody is always watching him now, it's becoming suffocating. And can we please talk about Joey for a second? Because I do not trust that man at all. Not even a little bit. At first I thought maybe Joey was just acting in his own self-interest, trying to protect himself from whatever secrets are buried underneath this entire Lynette situation. But now I'm starting to wonder if he has direct ties to Leah or Plasma, because his behavior towards Smitty is not normal. It's targeted, calculated, almost like he's trying to scare Smitty off before he uncovers something catastrophic. And honestly, that only convinces me Smitty is right. If people are trying this hard to silence him, then he must be dangerously close to exposing the truth. Which brings me to that ending prediction, because I swear I can feel it coming. I can already see the final scene of the next episode in my head. Smitty sitting alone in his apartment late at night, exhausted, papers everywhere, coffee gone cold beside him. Maybe rain outside, because this show loves dramatic weather. And suddenly he notices one tiny detail in the evidence, one thing everybody else missed. Something connecting Leah directly to Lynette. His face changes. He realizes it. And then his phone rings. Unknown number. Or maybe worse. Maybe there's no call at all. Maybe he hears something outside his door. A shadow moving past the window. Someone standing there, watching him. I am telling you, this storyline is about to explode into something huge. Bigger than Tomas. Bigger than Haley. Bigger than just Lynette disappearing. This feels like the beginning of an entire network being exposed. And the scariest part, I don't think Smitty understands how dangerous this really is yet.